Based on the zero data I've collected, HK-47 is objectively the most popular of the Knights of the Old Republic party members you can recruit, helped by the fact that he shows up in Knights of the Old Republic 2 as well, and that he helps kids with their English classes by classifying what he's about to say. He was originally owned by Darth Revan, helped him again during the end of the Jedi Civil War against Malak in the Starforge, and then helps the Jedi exile Mitra Surik take down Darth Kreia in the Sith Triumvirate in Knights of the Old Republic 2. Following the Knights of the Old Republic games though, he heads off into the unknown regions to find Revan once again. You may expect this to be the end of his story, but much like his own statements, he gets not one but two unexpected addendums, showing up hundreds or even thousands of years later, and we're going to talk about those today. Nearly 300 years later, in the Old Republic MMO, HK-47 and Revan both show up side by side once again. Revan had been in stasis after confronting the Sith Emperor Tenebrae, aka Vitiate, aka Valkorion, aka the Sith Emperor, with Mitra Surik. Newly freed by the Republic, Revan hoped to use HK-47 to lead a droid army against the Sith. En route to the Rakatan station Revan was using as a base of operations for this, known as the Foundry, HK-47 was intercepted by a spy named the Shroud, who copied his memory cores and sent him back on his way towards Revan. Darth Malgus' Sith discovered Revan's plans and attacked the Foundry, incapacitating Revan and destroying HK-47. Malgus took this destroyed HK-47 body with him and restored him, though HK was once again destroyed in battle while working for Malgus. The Shroud, who had copied HK's memory cores, had made several copies of the droid, and at least one of them ended up back in the hands of the dark half of Revan's spirit, attempting to resurrect the Sith Emperor. Revan's light side half was able to organize a task force to assault the Dark Revan in HK-47, destroying that copy of HK and merging the two halves of Revan's spirit in the process. Well, we now have two destroyed HK-47s accounted for, and another incomplete one was destroyed in the Shroud's possession. There was at least one more out there, or possibly a restored version of one of the ones we've already talked about. While on Mustafar during the Clone Wars, the Confederacy of Independent Systems discovered a crashed Hammerhead cruiser from the Old Republic era, with a deactivated but fully intact HK-47 on board. After turning it on, it predictably went into a murderous rampage because it's HK-47. Though actually, despite how much he talks about killing everyone, this is really the first time he seems to have followed through. The CIS engineers temporarily deactivated him, transferred his memory to the crashed ship, and took his now empty body with them to study. This does seem a little weird to me, since if they couldn't wipe his memory, how could they get rid of it when copying it over to the ship? Regardless, the body was studied and used as the basis to design new HK-77 droids for the Confederacy, though the war ended before any major production could begin. 2 decades passed with HK-47 inhabiting this ship. He was then discovered once again by a group of adventurers playing Star Wars Galaxies, whom HK-47 convinced to transfer his memories to an abandoned research facility nearby, and from there to yet another copy of his body. Whether this is a new one or the one the CIS had removed him from and studied is unclear. Back in control of a body once again though, he tried and failed to kill the party whom had helped him out and began to plan yet another droid revolution, creating many new droid prototypes to serve in his army. The adventurers and local miners fought back, eventually destroying his body in the planet's lava. Even this wouldn't spell the end for the persistent droid though. He sent them a message to inform them that while this may have been a triumph for them, he was in fact still alive. This means that while we don't hear about what he was doing again, somewhere in the background of Legends, HK-47 spent decades out there watching and waiting for another chance to strike. That's going to do it for today's video. As we get closer to the KOTOR remake, I'll probably try to do a few more videos on relevant parts of the game, and maybe even some animated campaign videos covering the wars like the Mandalorian Wars and the Jedi Civil War, which led up to its events. Either way, if there's something you'd particularly like to hear about, let me know in the comments. If you've enjoyed this video, leave a like or subscribe for more. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time.